The Scars I Bear Chapter 14. I've just gotten home from dropping May when the phone rings, and when I see the caller ID showing, "Babe," I know it's about to go down. Darcy hates it when I don't pick her calls. I couldn't answer with May in the car. I was trying to get May better so I can help her. There's something about her that I can't quite put my finger on. There's a look in her eyes. She's scared and sad. She looks troubled too. I am more than certain she needs help, and I will try and find out what might be making her sad. I answer the phone. "Hey babe, sorry I missed your calls," I say before she has a chance to start yelling. "Don't hey babe me, Lewis. Where have you been? And why haven't you been answering my calls?" "I was driving, babe, and I didn't want to be distracted." "Are you now saying that I am your distraction? What happened to using the in-car microphone?" "Babe, chill and stop putting words in my mouth. How are you? How was the party? I miss you." You are trying to change the subject, and that only means one thing. Which is, you are guilty. Who have you been with? Guilty of what? Why have you been so pissy with me the last couple of days? You are acting like you don't trust me. What do you expect me to think, Lewis? First, you refused to come and spend the weekend with me. Secondly, it's a Monday and I've hardly talked to you. And thirdly, you missed my calls. What is going on? Darcy, I snap, already getting fed up with this conversation. When have I ever lied to you? I know you've never lied to me, but can you account for your day-to-day? I swallow hard. I had an exam in the morning. After, I went to have lunch because I didn't feel like cooking. After lunch, I went to stud with my friends. We lost track of time. I was driving back home when you called. Guilt washes over me at the idea of not being completely honest with her, but I know Darcy. She is the jealousy type, and if she knows I brought a woman as beautiful as May back home, she would flip. How was the exam? You did good. Yes. I think I did good. I hope the next few papers will be this flexible. All the best in your exams, babe. I wish I was there with you. I wish you were here too. I miss you. I will drive over immediately after my exams are done. Promise. Yes. I love you. Love you too, I tell her before hanging up the phone. Turning on the TV, I throw myself on the couch. I really had a great time with May. She's amazing. I honestly don't know what's happening to me right now. I should be thinking about my girlfriend instead of the new girl I just met. I am pecking away at my computer, trying to complete an assignment when Mark walks in. He doesn't waste any time. Walking towards me, he immediately starts kissing me on my neck. "You always smell so good, babe," he says as he continues to kiss my neck, his breath reek of cigarette smoke. "Mark, I am working on an assignment. Please leave me alone." "I miss you a lot," he whispers, making his way down my neck to my collarbone. "Please leave me alone. I am not in the mood for any of this." "You want me to leave you alone?" he yells. I am really not in the mood for any of this. I push him off and stand up. "What's going on, May? You always want me. You've met someone, right?" I don't respond. "I am busy and I don't want to deal with you." I turn to walk away, but that obviously pisses him off. He becomes really aggressive, grabs me by my hand and pushes me down. I can't even get up because he is on top of me. "You don't get to walk away from me. I want you and I must have you." He then pulls at my blouse to get it off, and 2 buttons fall off as the blouse rips open. "You are mine, May. All fucking me," he growls as he starts to fondle my breasts. Mark slides his hand slowly over my abdomen, then downwards to rest between my thighs. I know better than to fight Mark when he gets this aggressive. He's capable of hurting me physically. If I want peace, I should allow him have his way. "How do I tell Mom it's you I want to spend the rest of my life with?" he says. Silence. Mark does what he does best. He rapes me and I sort of black out. Each time he forces himself on me, I find myself screaming inside, but not a word comes outside. I sigh in relief when he is finally done. "I love you," he says before he heads to his room. I lie on the floor for a few minutes before finally getting dressed and driving out. It's almost 11 p.m. when I pull up in front of my parents' house. I don't even know why I am here, but I feel like talking to someone. Maybe I should tell his parents everything he's been doing to me. I know I am not entirely innocent in this issue, but Mark is getting out of hand and I am tired of all the abuse. I knock at the door and Bana Jerry opens the door. She shoots me a surprised look. I obviously look like a mess, but I don't care. I walk past her and head for my parents' bedroom and knock. "Come in," Dad says. I walk in, thinking Mom is inside, but there's only Dad in the bedroom. He is sitting at his desk, typing away on his laptop. "Good evening," I say. He looks up at me and smiles. "May." "Hey Dad, is Mom in?" "No, she's out. Vita called and said it was an emergency, so she rushed out." "Okay, I should get going then," I say. "Not so fast," he says, standing up. My heart races. This man gives me the creeps. Mr. Myrtle and I hardly speak to each other. Growing up, I was always looking for that father figure in my life and didn't have a chance to obtain it until I moved in with the Myrtles. I always thought this man was kind and that he would protect me at all costs, but he hurt me like all the men I've ever looked up. He walks up to me. I stand paralyzed. He circles me once before coming to the front of me. He smiles at me. "What do you want here? What did you want your mother for?" "It's okay, I will come and see her later." "Talk," he urges. Silence. "Talk," he yells, startling me. I draw in a deep breath and close my eyes, wondering where I will start from and if he will even believe me. The August Girl Elab. Christmas tree.